All right, welcome back to Fiverr Talks. As always, my name is Joel Young, and today we are talking about Fiverr Pro. What is it, what you should know, and what you can do. That's right, today we got another tasty video cooked up for you where we're going to talk about something that is a relatively new development in the Fiverr world, something called Fiverr Pro. And if you're new to the Fiverr world, you might not even know that Fiverr Pro exists, or maybe you are a Fiverr Pro. This is something that I was very confused about when it came out, and a lot of Fiverr, especially top-rated sellers, were confused about when Fiverr Pro came out. So I thought we'd spend a whole video today talk about Fiverr Pro. I'm certainly not going to cover everything about it because, first and foremost, even though I'm a top-rated seller, one of the most senior sellers on Fiverr, one of Fiverr's top earners of all time, am not a Fiverr Pro. I know. It doesn't make any sense to me either. And this is a part of my confusion. So we're going to talk about these things today. But Fiverr Pro is a totally different section of Fiverr. It's completely segmented off, and though they often appear in search results, they're kind of in a different section of search results. So it begs the question, has many sellers asking, what is Fiverr Pro and can I become one? So here's what Fiverr Pro is. Fiverr Pro was designed as a reaction, I believe, to the sentiment that Fiverr is full of cheap, useless services. Now, as sellers, we know that's not true. There's a lot of great services, but inexpensive services sometimes get a bad name. Certainly not everything on Fiverr is the best service you can possibly get. There are bad sellers out there offering bad services. That's just the result of an online marketplace that anybody can post on. So certainly that exists. But Fiverr Pro was created to appease or maybe cater to people who were looking to go straight to something that was a little more on a higher level or a higher plateau. And this was really targeted to and marketed to outside agencies. You see, what I believe happened is that Fiverr did not want any of their existing sellers to be Fiverr Pros. They were happy with them being just Fiverr sellers. What they wanted to do and what they spent a lot of money doing is going out to recruit agencies, businesses, marketing corporations to come in and sell on Fiverr, essentially bringing their existing business to Fiverr and their much, much, much higher prices so that Fiverr could get a cut of it. Now, I can't say that I don't understand the sentiment, that it doesn't make sense to me. It does. But what frustrates me the most is how hard they work to keep normal sellers out of Fiverr Pro. And the truth is, when it first started, I thought, I'm a perfect candidate for Fiverr Pro. I am a Fiverr Pro. Been on this platform longer than almost anybody and have earned more money than almost anybody. And so I think I should be a Fiverr Pro. But I applied in my categories and was rejected over and over and over again. Finally, I asked my success manager, which was my direct line at the time to Fiverr as a corporation, why am I being rejected? If I'm not a Fiverr Pro, then who is a Fiverr Pro? And she politely explained to me that it was meant for corporate agencies and outside entities to kind of come in and sell at a much higher price point, and that the reason that I was not selected for Fiverr Pro in several instances was that my prices were too low. The only way I could get into the Fiverr Pro category was begin to offer something far more expensive and in a different segment and ball field than I was. And so I know many of you have been confused by whether or not you should try to apply for Fiverr Pro. Maybe you've tried and been denied like I have. And maybe you don't really understand what the difference is. That's the true difference, is that it was designed for outside agencies and not really for normal Fiverr sellers like you and me. So here's my comforting word to you. Not being a Fiverr Pro has not hurt me at all. In fact, I thought about that feedback for a long time and thought, especially in the voiceover category, I believe my quality is up there with many of the pros on the platform, but my prices just aren't as high. And I choose to keep my prices low because A, I like serving the people that I serve and doing the voice work that I get to do. I also like to have a high turnover rate of projects, realizing that I'd probably rather do 10 $100 projects than one $1,000 project a week. Why? 10 projects, 10 reviews, 10 different customers. I think I just prefer that. I think the higher prices bring a lot more pressure, and there's certainly, though it's a good thing to aspire to have higher rates and higher demand for your work, I've experienced that, but it's certainly not a necessity to succeed in the category. I certainly have not needed to be a Fiverr Pro to get where I am today, nor do I think you need to be. So if you are a Fiverr Pro, bravo, good for you. Go out there and sell a ton. But if you're not, don't worry about it. Do work in the regular Fiverr category because it's in no way, shape, or form a dumbed-down version of Fiverr. I don't think that's how Fiverr views it, and I don't think that's how the public views it, because many people see the price difference in the pro category and the normal category and realize very quickly that if they were going to hire somebody for the pro prices, it wouldn't be on Fiverr. So let that be some comfort to you, and hopefully this video explained to you a little bit about what Fiverr Pro is. Certainly it's a topic I'd like to dig into a little bit more, something that I'd like to do a little bit more research on and find out more on. Maybe even in the future talk to actual people who are in the Fiverr Pro category, because it's one of the things in Fiverr I've never been or done. So just in the interest of bringing you more information, it's something that I'd like to do. So hopefully you found this helpful. Hey, if you're not already, would you please subscribe to the channel? If you thought this video was helpful, share it with somebody that you know that's a seller on Fiverr, or maybe wants to become a seller on Fiverr. Maybe somebody who has a business that could be selling through Fiverr Pro. Whatever it is, share the video with them, subscribe down below, hit the bell so you're notified every time I put out a new video. We do this every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. My name is Joel Young. My username is DJ Young. I'm one of Fiverr's top sellers and top earners of all time. You can check out more about my story over at joelyoung.me. I forgot to mention this at the top, but I've been being featured in a lot of interviews lately where I get to tell my Fiverr story and talk about the things going on the platform. So if you have any more interest in that, click on over to joelyoung.me. You'll have all the press right there. You can listen to those interviews, podcasts, articles, all that good stuff if you want more. If not, just come right back here for Fiverr Talks next time. And in the meantime, continue doing, because the future favors the doers.